Good evening, everybody. This is Greg Ficara, councilman in Woodbridge Township. Tonight's boys basketball game, state playoffs. We have the North Jersey North 2, Group 4, first round. Westfield visiting our very own Woodbridge Barons. Let me just start out the broadcast by saying this is my first basketball game of the season, and I'm doing it by myself. So let me apologize to all the Baron fans for anything I mess up early on. I'll do the best that I can, but it's very exciting to be here. Not a real large crowd, but a very active crowd. Looks like they're really into the game. Woodbridge is coming in the 5th seed in North 2, Group 4. And Westfield is the 12th seed. I don't think these guys have seen each other during the regular season, but I could be wrong. I'm going to try my best at doing a little play-by-play. But we're getting ready. Coach Giello's getting his team ready. Just a little bit of history here. Coach Giello, Matt Giello's dad, Mike, and I started teaching and coaching together in 1980, a number of years ago. So I have a connection to the Giello family. I just saw his dad, and we exchanged greetings, talked a little bit about the past. And across the way, operating the clock, is a retired softball coach, very successful coach, Stu Jago. And Stu and I played college football at Trenton State. So I feel very much at home here in Barronland, even though I'm a former Mustang class of 1973. So we're about to get underway. We have number 2, Matt LaCourte, jumping against our number 30, Harry Ratowski. And here we go. We got a 3-man crew during the state playoffs. And a quick score by the Barons, number 2, Son Glover. Barons got a little bit of a press on. A lot of pressure. Quick turnover early on. Good pressure by the Barons. Looks like they've got a little bit of a zone press. They're double teaming on the side. Number 12 for Westfield, Paul Martini takes the ball out. Woodbridge with their press. 1-2-2. Excellent defense by Woodbridge. A lot of pressure. Even when they have an open shot, Westfield feels the pressure. Keyshawn Henry brought it down, out to Keyshawn Glover. Game settling in a little bit now. That was a nice move by number 23, Kamari Pasoli. Oh, coming back. Offensive foul. Number 2 for Westfield draws the foul. Good positioning. A lot of action going on the court, but right now it's 2-0 in favor of the Barons. There's Woodbridge with their full court press. Underneath. Nice block in there by number 2, Keyshawn Glover. Tenacious defense by Woodbridge right now. They're really pressing hard. Cutting off a lot of the angles. Coach Giello at the end of the bench. That was off the foot of number 1, Keyshawn Henry. Getting up off the ground pretty high. Number 12 inbounding. Paul Martini. Number 10 now with the ball, Adam McDaniel. Westfield trying to work a rotation offensively. Okay, there's a good play. Jeffrey Gagnon for Westfield ties it up. They showed a little patience there. Bringing it up, Keyshawn Henry. A lot of movement inside. Pretty physical start to the game. Henry Ratowski was looking for a shot. Nice pass inside. Block underneath. Tied up. Timeout by the Westfield Blue Devils. Big number 30, Henry Ratowski, had an open shot. He was thinking about it and then changed his mind last minute. Hey, we got the Woodbridge Barons pep band over there rocking the house. That sounds pretty good. Nothing can get the crowd a little bit more riled up than some live music. 30-second timeout. The officials are calling the players back on the floor. And here we go after the timeout. 5:43 remaining in the first quarter. Inbound. Woodbridge still has their press on. Looks like a 2-1-2 zone press. And then they come up and trap the ball on the sides. 23 on the defense, Kamari Persol. Kamari Persol on very good defense. Going to the backcourt to get the ball in bounds. Now we appear to be matched up on defense. Good defense by Kasim Glover. Long shot. Woodbridge's ball going back down, and we still have a 2-2 game. Keyshawn Henry bringing the ball up. Barons set up their offense. Kamari Persol with the ball, has it taken away by LaCourte. Appears that there's a lot of hustle going on out here, but right now they just haven't been able to convert on either side. It appears that Woodbridge has control of the game, but the score still remains 2-2. Corey Blaine now out in the game. Very nice left-handed shot by Keyshawn Henry. Keyshawn Henry with a nice little left hand underneath. Very good defense by Woodbridge. Long shot. Little battle underneath. Finally, Kasim Glover. Kasim Glover comes down with the rebound. Little exchange there. Ratowski with a nice little left-hander under the basket. Now Woodbridge is beginning to convert. Ratowski's a big fella. That's a force to reckon with underneath. Good defense. There's Ratowski in the corner. No good. Coming up now, number 23, Kamari Persol. Takes it to the hoop, but has it rejected. Looks like we have a foul called on the Barons. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a offensive foul. Good positioning. I think that was Keyshawn Henry that had good position there and draws the offensive foul. Number 23 for Woodbridge, Kamari Persol is out, and it looks like let me see who's in. Number 13, Curtis Nesbitt. Curtis in the game. Long shot, falls short. Number 12 for Westfield takes it all the way down, but doesn't do anything with it. Nice follow-up there by Corey Blaine. Cora Blaine on a nice follow-up, number 3. They had called a A push foul on number 10, Adam McDaniel for Westfield. Adam is now out of the game, and it looks like number 11, Dylan Jackson, came in, and number 21, Chris Wagner for the Blue Devils. We have a score of 8-4 with 2:38 left in the first quarter. Keyshawn not in any hurry to bring the ball up. They set their offense up, spread out somewhat with Ratowski in the middle. Pops out now, goes to the basket, dishes it off to number 3, and a nice shot, two-pointer. Hera Blaine. Oh, that was a three-pointer. And Hera blocks this shot. Long shot, no good. Sims Glover just picks it up. Ratowski battling underneath, but Westfield comes up with it. Clearly the intensity of our Barons defense has gotten Westfield somewhat rattled. Even when they have a shot or they move towards the basket, they can't finish it because the defense is so intense right now. Ball out in the corner. Number 11, Cassine Glover. It's number 21, Chris Wagner for Westfield, puts up some points. 11-6 with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Barons are up. Woodbridge working their system, passing the ball around. Cassine Glover. Big Ratowski going to the hoop. Very nice play by the big fella. 13-6. Almost had a steal there. Very deep shot, and it's good by LaCourte. Number 2, Matt LaCourte. I understand from his uncle that Matt is going to Susquehanna, a pretty good Division III program out in Pennsylvania. It was a nice smooth shot from NBA three-point land. They call a walk on number 13, Curtis Nesbitt. 49 seconds to go. Westfield has an opportunity to close the gap a little bit, 13-9. Westfield seems to be working for a goal. Oh, God, that's a good shot. Wow. There he goes again from the same spot. LaCourte just shooting the lights out now with a 13-12 and 24 seconds to go. We'll see if Woodbridge works for one shot. That's 2 in a row for LaCourte from Westfield from the same exact spot. That would be an NBA three-pointer. LaCourte comes from a family of basketball players, father, uncle. Ratowski tries to do a little putback but falls short, and that's it for the first quarter. 13-12, and the Pep Bam's going to keep us entertained in the corner. I'm not good enough to be able to call the game and try to keep the stats, so at halftime I'll go over and try to update everybody on the stats. But what we're looking at now at the end of the first quarter is a 13-12 Baron lead. And again, the game seems to have kind of fallen into a little tempo now. Initially, the Barons were playing very, very aggressive defense and seemed to have rattled the Blue Devils of Westfield. But now there seems to be a pretty good pace going on. So we'll see what the second quarter brings. Guess we could take a little break here until they come back out on the court. Thanks.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Okay, we're back now at the start of the second period. Right in front of the table here, Westfield's number 11, Dylan Jackson, inbounding the ball, gets it right back. Woodbridge in a man-to-man defense. Westfield is working. Seems to be working their offense. We got to watch this LaCourte from outside. Now he shows his inside. LaCourte is gives Westfield the I think their first lead of the game with a nice little lefty layup there after shooting 2 3-pointers. He's got at least 8 points. We know that. Looks like Westfield just switched to a man. I think they started out in a 2-1-2. Now their own brand. Big Ratowski underneath. Goes up strong, grabs the rebound, and goes back. Very nice job by Harry Ratowski. As I said before, that's a big body in there, but he's light on his feet. Wayward shot recovered by number 1, Keyshawn Henry. Keyshawn looks like he wants to go all the way. LaCourte went up for the block. Looks like he might be the person with the foul. It was 2-3. All right, number 23, Marshall Robeson was called on that foul. And Keyshawn is up, shooting 2. Makes the front end. Brings the Barons leads up to 2. Very nice, smooth follow through on his foul shot. And he misses the second. 21 for Westfield. Chris Wagner comes up. Keyshawn passes it off, and the Barons convert. Number 23, Kamari Persol. And the Barons now intensely picking up their defense again. Nice play by Blue Devils, number 21, Chris Wagner. Cut the lead of Woodbridge to 2. Keyshawn Henry running the point. Nice look inside. Ratowski was fouled on the foul shot. Looked like they called that on number 24. Must be 23, Marshall Robeson. Ratowski on the line, shooting 2. See how the big fellow with the left hand bumps the rim and goes in. Increases the lead to 3. Setting up again for the second. Woodbridge has 3 defenders back. Bounces off the front of the rim. Woodbridge back very quickly, setting up their defense inside, and that's within the range of LaCourte, and he just misses that one. Number 2 for Woodbridge, Kasim Glover with the nice rebound there. Ratowski was considering that. That was number 2 for Woodbridge, Kasim Glover, just missed. And 21 for Westfield, Chris Wagner with a nice little layup. And then back and forth, Woodbridge now up by 1. Very good game so far. Keyshawn Henry goes to the hoop, gets fouled on the way, shooting 2. 5:15 left in the half. Larger crowd now as I look across. I can't see behind me, but the Woodbridge side is definitely filled in. Late arriving crowd. Nothing but net for Keyshawn on his first shot. Philip Martini for Westfield coming into the game. Keyshawn is shooting his second. And again, nothing but net. Woodbridge now up by 3, 21-18. Woodbridge defense making Westfield earn every shot. LaCourte with the tap in. LaCourte's really keeping the Blue Devils in the game. He's got at least half their points. Coach Giello shouting out some instructions now to get that offense rotating around. LaCourte with the rebound. Sorry, I put my head down for a second to check something. I missed a little exchange there. Woodbridge coming back up with the ball. 4:21 left in the half. Appears that Blue Devils were in a zone there. Knocked the ball out of bounds. Mark Natalio bringing the ball up for the Blue Devils. Great defense here. At 23, LaCourte from downtown misses that one. Two-one underneath. Let's see. Chris Wagner called for, I guess, pushing under the basket. Woodbridge takes the ball. Number 13, Curtis Nesbitt, is set to inbound the ball to Keyshawn Henry. Number 3, Hora Blaine in there with the big fella, Ratowski. And number 23, Kamari Persol. Barons are kind of spreading the floor. Defense. Hey, Kyle. Good defense here by Westfield. Put this in the middle. I'm joined by Councilman Kyle Anderson, who knows a lot more about basketball than I do. Kyle, welcome.
Oh, hey Greg, I was able to make it over. My boys had a game and we finished up a little early, so I wanted to come over. I heard you were by yourself, so, you know.
I appreciate it. How's Brian doing?
He's healing up. He's healing up.
Great.
Yeah. Not able to play yet. That was a nice rebound by Harry Ratowski.
Yeah, he's been a real force here.
It's interesting because when you play a Union County team, Union County is very well known for their basketball, and Middlesex County is very strong football.
Right.
But some of these teams, they face a lot of competition when you think of Linden and Roselle Catholic, and you think of Linden, Roselle Catholic,
right.
Patrick School.
Yeah.
St. Mary's of Elizabeth has now really stepped up their game as well. So these kids, they're battle tested.
It's funny. They're seated number 12, and Woodbridge is number 5.
Yeah, and here it is a 21-21 game, right?
It's been a competitive. The big fella number 2 for Westfield is a LaCourte.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's got just about half their points. So Woodbridge spreading the floor now. Westfield goes back and forth from a zone and switches to a man-to-man.
I see that.
Quick.
They're in the 2-3 right now.
Yep.
They both have a common opponent. They both played Scotch Plains. They both lost to Scotch Plains. But both games were pretty tight.
2:30 left in the half here. Woodbridge is being very selective now. Timeout by Coach Giello. So you had a recreation basketball game you had to coach?
Yeah, we had a makeup game tonight, and we got done a little bit early, and I ran over here. The boys had to go to another practice for their travel team.
Oh, wow.
But Brian's still, he's still out of
Right. So he just goes and watches.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
But we're hoping that he'll be eligible for the Mayor's Trophy coming up.
Cool.
But this is now first round, North Jersey.
Group 4. Yeah. North 2. North 2, Group 4. Talked a little bit with Coach Giello before the game. He was pretty confident, but he did recognize that they were a scrappy team. The LaCourte kid's going to go to Susquehanna. I was talking to his uncle before the game, yeah.
A lot of successful ball players. I recall Tony Payne playing at Susquehanna.
Yeah, right.
His career there.
And I think the LaCourte, I think his dad played at Seton Hall. So
right?
I know there's there's a beautiful
That was
shot.
A deep one by Nesbitt.
You got the distinct advantage. You know the kids.
And number 1, Jeffrey Ragam goes in for a drive and keeps the score within 1.
Three-man officiating crew for the playoffs, I noticed before.
Harry Rutowski goes down.
Yeah, that's a big body going down.
Yeah, it is.
That's a scrappy kid right there.
He had a very good game. I was at the St. Joe's game. He actually really took it to their big men. He needed a little bit more from the guard play. Hopefully he'll get that tonight.
Yeah, I noticed right away, he's a big, strong guy, but he's very light on his feet.
Yeah. That is Matt LaCourte for a deep 3. That was a NBA 3.
That's his 3rd NBA 3.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's not afraid to take it either.
Get somebody out on him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very nice.
Well, that's hurrah, Blaine.
Rutowski with the steal.
Nice.
Back to Hoorah.
Pass.
And the left hand.
For a big man, he moves very well, he dribbles well, but he has great court vision.
Yeah. And Blaine's a hustler. He's all over the place.
Yeah. What Woodbridge has benefited from all year long is their transitional play. They're smaller, but they're very fast, and they look for the open man.
Yeah.
But their transitional play, their fast breaks.
Their defense to start the game off, they had a half-court trap going on. Very, very intense. And the game is kind of settled in now. We have 35 seconds left in the half. Barons are up by 2. Looks like they're looking for 1. And we get a new microphone added into the...
Yeah, sorry if the audio's been a little muddled today, but we were working off of 1 mic. And
it's like we were singing.
Final 20 seconds. Keyshawn Henry is holding out. 10 seconds. They'll start working it in. Here they go. Almost executed.
Good shot.
Harry tips it back, but it doesn't go. Basket would not count.
And the game will, halftime will end at 28-26. You know, you got two Mustangs doing the Barons basketball game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, it was nice to see this year the Mustangs made it all the way to the quarterfinals of the Middlesex County tournament, and really took South Brunswick Vikings down for the first 3 quarters. They played well against them. Mustangs had a tall team, very athletic guards. And then Woodbridge came in, and they were playing against in the quarterfinals.
St. Joe's, right?
In the quarterfinals, though, they actually had who was it?
I remember you were texting us updates, but that was the semis.
Yes,
right?
the semis.
Semis. Yeah.
St. Joe's game. It was 41-40 with 2 minutes remaining, and Woodbridge had their opportunities. They had 2 offensive sets where they got stopped, and St. Joe's converted on, and then Woodbridge had to foul.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break here while the cheerleaders are out on the court, and we'll be back with the start of the 3rd quarter. Councilman Kyle Anderson and Greg Ficarra calling the game for you tonight. We'll see you in a bit.
Dad's home.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Okay, we're back to start the second half with Woodbridge up 28-26, joined by Councilman Kyle Anderson, who knows a heck of a lot more about basketball, and he knows the kids. Kyle, it's great to have you here. I was flying on my own, getting real nervous.
No, I'm glad to be here, and it's a 28-26 game, start of the 3rd period. And it looks like it's going to be a good game right down to the end.
Yeah, let's see. If we went down the list for the Barons, we've got Keyshawn Henry with 5, Kasim Glover with 2, Hara Blaine, who's been very active, with 9, Curtis Nesbitt with 3 points, Kamari Persal with 2, and Harry Ratowski with 7. Hopefully that adds up to 28, and here we go.
And LaCourte from Westfield leads all scorers with 13. He's drained a couple of 3-pointers. And here it goes Hara Blaine with a nice drive, but it doesn't convert.
He is a very active player. He is
Quick
everywhere.
First step. Rebound to Persal.
Persal takes it down himself right to the hoop.
Another nice drive. Here goes Blaine again. Surprised he didn't get the foul on that.
Yeah, it sure looked that way.
So
Coach Ciello's talking to the refs.
Very animated about it, and he should be.
That
Jeffrey
is,
Gagham.
Yeah. Tying the game up as we start very early in the third quarter here.
So they're in the man-to-man defense.
Yeah.
From Westfield. Glover with the ball.
Ratowski looking for it inside. He's matched up against this #1 Gagnon here. That's 2 big bodies in there.
Yeah. The teams actually, they seem to match up well.
Yeah.
You know, Westfield's not particularly tall, neither is Woodbridge, but Westfield, they look like they got a couple of kids that play some football out there, because number 10, Adam McDaniel's got a nice physique out there, and number 3, Tristan Qualis are also big players. So Woodbridge has got their hand full with some big players out there. Glover with a nice drive.
Soft off the glass.
He's a great receiver for the football team his entire career. He's a great receiver for him.
Talking to Athletic Director Joe Ward, he said that this senior group is a very cohesive group across the board in all sports.
Yeah, you see that. And Woodbridge had a nice year this year. They went to the state semifinals in football. They're expected to have a banner year for their baseball team, with Harry Ratowski leading the way as a pitcher. But this basketball team, the last 2 years in a row, they've made it to the semifinals of the county.
Yeah. Coach Ciello doing a nice job. I'm sure his dad, my former partner, is very proud of him.
Hasn't had a losing season since he started.
Wow.
And he's only about 6 or 7 wins away from his 100th victory here at Woodbridge.
Wow, that's great. It looks like we got him, found a home for him,
yes,
so that's awesome. Good for us. And we got a 2-point lead by the Barons with 5:42 to go in the third quarter. Very back and forth kind of game right now.
Persal kicks it out, but he gets called on the charge.
That's the 3rd or 4th offensive foul in the game.
Yeah. You go in to make that move. When you kick that ball out, they're going to slide that player into position, because you have a habit of being a little out of control there.
Yeah, absolutely. There goes LaCourte. So LaCourte averages 13.4 points a game, and he's at that average already. Had a heck of a first half.
Very good. As you pointed out, his father played at Seton
Hall, I believe. Yeah.
Well, it's a basketball last name, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Woodbridge running their offense patiently, looking for the open person.
Henry gets the ball tipped out of bounds. Henry's a senior. He'll be playing football for Wesley College in Delaware next year.
Excellent. Woodbridge keeps possession of the ball.
There's the shot over to Henry.
Open shot, it was close.
The hands, they get called for the reach foul.
Yeah, LaCourte looked like he had the ball taken away from him. Guess he must have hit him with the body when he was reaching around. Looked like a pretty good steal, but we're not the officials.
So we see Nesbitt coming in for Persall. 30-28, Woodbridge. 4:41 remaining in the third period. Marshall Robinson enters for Westfield.
Nice little give and go there.
Yeah.
And a walk. Nice defense by Ratowski there.
Number 1, Gagum doesn't let Harry Ratowski out of his sight.
Yeah, for good reason.
Harry with his trademark move, he likes to show an outside shot and then drive inside. Kicks it back over. There is the stroke. Doesn't get it. Rebound, Westfield.
A lot of action, but not too much scoring.
This is where Woodbridge works best. There's another charge call against Keyshawn Henry. Okay, that is his second foul.
You know, when I went over to check the scores, I didn't look at the fouls. I should have did that.
It's all right. That's a good thing about that scoreboard. It'll show us who's in trouble.
Yeah.
Blaine got a piece of that one.
Whoa. Ratowski came in a little strong there. They call the foul on him.
You're going to get that when you have a lot of switches and they're trying to get their motion going so they can run some back doors. And when guys are switching off, you're going to get those foul calls.
Yeah.
Some good ball movement by the Westfield Blue Devils.
Good look inside. Ooh, 2 quick fouls on Ratowski. There it is. He's got 2 fouls on him now.
Nattiello
stepped on the line, didn't go in anyway.
There was a violation.
Nesbitt back here looking for the outlet. Makes the second one. Nattiello closes the gap to 1 point, separating these two teams with 3:30 left in the third quarter.
Henry draws the foul outside. That'll be against Dylan Jackson.
Ratowski taking the ball out underneath.
And Adam McDaniel re-enters for...
Court goes up high.
Somebody was open,
yeah,
but there was
chatter,
a travel
yep.
first.
Didn't have his feet together.
So Woodbridge Barons have the pep squad out here. It's nice to see some members of their band coming in for a state playoff game. We heard them during a few timeouts, getting the crowd going.
Little Guns N' Roses and Led Zeppelin. Little backdoor play.
Beautiful backdoor play.
Nicely done.
From Ratowski to Glover. 32-29, 3-point lead for Woodbridge.
And they got their press on now. Nice look under
travel again.
Steps. Chris Wagner for the Blue Devils there took a little extra step.
Woodbridge pressure defense and their traps tend to make a player misstep on occasion.
Yep.
They don't know where the defense is coming from, and they hesitate on their pass or their shot and take that extra step. There goes Harry Rutowski to the baseline, gets a shot blocked by Wagner. They're both scrabbling for the ball, and now they'll go to Woodbridge.
2:27 left in the third quarter. Oh, nice move.
Oh, beautiful spin move, but unfortunately did not get the... and Keyshawn Henry drew the contact and converts and has an opportunity for a three-point play.
Might be the spark that the Barons need. You feel, you know, when you're watching the game that Woodbridge is about to take control at any moment, but Westfield is so pesky, they stay in.
They get back into the game.
They're scrappy. And I'll tell you, those 3 NBA shots with LaCourte, boy, if he starts doing that again.
And that basically means you'll never be out of the game.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you have a shooter like that with that kind of range, you'll always be in the game.
This might be the Barons' biggest lead of the game so far, 6 points.
Woodbridge coming out with a half-court press here, and it
Nice.
pays off. Henry draws another foul.
All right. Number 23, Marshall Robinson for Westfield on that.
35-29. Biggest lead since I've been here.
Yeah, no, it's the biggest lead of the game for the Barons, for either team, actually. Was that a shooting foul? No.
No.
On the floor.
That was McDaniel's third foul.
Coach Cielo directing traffic out there. Little step. Cora Blaine just took that little bit of an extra step there.
Yeah, sometimes that delay movement doesn't pay off. You end up misstepping yourself. Now, prior to this, Woodbridge played a tune-up game against Heightstown and beat them by more than 20. So it was a nice tune-up game coming off of the St. Joe's loss.
That's Rutowski's
Push on
third
Rutowski,
foul.
that is his third.
Yeah.
As you see Purcell getting off the bench, probably to give Rutowski a break here. He's debating with his coach. That's the only thing you see from a senior, debating with his coach on whether or not he should come out of the game.
Yeah. Purcell's a big fellow himself.
Yeah.
Looks like a powerfully built kid.
And immediately,
Chris Wagner, number 21. Wow.
Westfield goes underneath with the absence of Harry Rutowski.
Westfield matched up man-to-man now. Woodbridge kicks the ball out.
Shot to Purcell, doesn't go, but rebound to Henry. Back over to Nesbitt, back to Henry, doesn't go. We have a jump ball.
Dylan Jackson for Westfield, tying it up with Henry. And the possession arrow puts it in the hands of the Blue Devils with 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Here comes the trap. Doesn't go.
Yeah, he was sliding to the side. Woodbridge bringing it up quickly.
Nesbitt kicks the ball over to Glover, but it doesn't go. Westfield ball.
That's a double dribble.
Teams are in a hurry. Sometimes they're ahead of themselves. They know what they want to do, but they're not putting the ball on the floor.
And I think that's a credit to the Barons' defense. The tempo of the game is really intense.
Agreed.
It's interesting watching the coaching styles. The coach from Westfield spends most of his time on the bench. Coach Cielo is up. It's in the ears of the players. The players are very responsive to him.
He's an animated coach, and I don't know how he has a voice at the end of the game, but it's all positive yelling. He's yelling instruction to his team, and occasionally a little yelling at the refs too. But. All right, coach is probably going to get a timeout, and he's going to have to get a timeout to get these guys together. So a missed inbound steal from Westfield. They come back, they tie it up just like that. It was a 6-point game a few minutes ago, and now it's tied.
The lead,
That's right.
We're going to have a hot fourth quarter going here.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be back at the start of the fourth quarter.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Okay, here we go. The start of the fourth quarter with the score tied at 35.
Henry gets it over to Nesbitt.
Good look inside.
And
no.
He called a charge. Offensive charge.
Wow, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that
It was
either.
a bang-bang play, so I don't know how that
thought
happened.
Glover slid in nicely underneath the defense and got that pass fed to him, but we missed it.
Court way out there.
Moving the ball.
Good working. Chris Wagner for the Blue Devils. Westfield really working the ball nice.
And Woodbridge is a little out of sync right now. They're playing from behind. They've got plenty of time. Coach calls a timeout wisely.
It's one of the, if not the only time, one of the few times Woodbridge was down in this game.
Yeah. Playing from behind, 8 in the fourth quarter. Just got to remain poised, play their game, and don't stop being aggressive.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Sometimes you get one or two players in foul trouble, and they're tentative to play defense.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a games of peaks and valleys. You know, Woodbridge came out real hot and aggressive, and now you can feel Westfield playing a little bit more intensely with this lead. They're feeling good about themselves. Woodbridge with their press on. Looks like they got a zone press out here.
This has been a, you know, when you go into a press, two things can happen. You can either get a steal or they can get right by you and get an easy basket. And he traveled.
Wagner.
Another hesitation.
Yeah, he saw a wide open shot and he took that step right before he put the ball down.
But we'd like to credit that to the Woodbridge track.
Yeah, absolutely.
Henry,
floating left-handed.
nifty left hand, right out of George Gervin's textbook with the finger roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
Three-pointer for
Adam
Westfield.
McDaniel, number 10, Adam McDaniel. Woodbridge ties it up, and then three-pointer puts it back up by 3.
And you expect somebody like LaCourt out there, and then McDaniel comes in and drains one. So it'll be interesting these next 6 minutes.
Got a 30-second timeout here now, and you know, the clock starts ticking away, and that pressure starts to build up here.
Let's hope this pep squad can breathe some life into Woodbridge's offense, and so they can get back in this game. Well, they're in the game, but so that they can get back their lead.
Towski looking very determined. I have a hunch he's going to take some things into control here.
Yeah.
Westfield in a 2-3 zone.
Back in their zone, that's right. And there's their guy, Rotowski, kicks it out though. And that is Curtis Nesbitt. Oh, I'm sorry, Hera Blaine.
Yeah, number 3, Blaine. All right, let's see if they can pick up that intensity on defense again.
Tie score 40-40.
There we go.
Shot taken by Robertson, doesn't fall.
Rotowski with the rebound, just ripped that thing down. Let's see if the Barons can convert here.
If you're from Westfield and you happen to watch the game, we like your kids, we think that they're great, but we are rooting for Woodbridge.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. Push, they're calling that on.
Okay, referee was quick to go in and talk to the players a little bit.
I think it was Dylan Jackson, number 11, called on that foul. And then they had some words with Henry. And they're back ready to play.
It's just good old-fashioned competition and the competitiveness of two players working hard to win.
There goes the big guy.
And he goes in, he draws the foul. At 230 pounds, he's a stout player down in that paint.
I think that foul was on LaCourte. Is that who they called it on? It says 21, maybe not.
They called that on 21, who is
Chris
Wagner.
Yeah, with 3 fouls. Get in there.
And he gets the home court roll there.
All right. And he's a pitcher on a baseball team, huh?
Oh, yeah. Apparently, he's going to Rutgers on a scholarship.
That's great. I imagine he's an imposing figure on that line. I look forward to baseball season.
Persall on the switch, but it doesn't go. And rebound 11, Dylan Jackson puts it back.
Yeah.
Westfield goes back ahead, 42-41.
I tell you, I was watching Hura Blaine on that, and he is like a glove on LaCourte, so I can see why LaCourte hasn't scored.
Here's
cross court.
Oh, goes off. Robertson gets that over to McDaniel. 3-point lead. Quickly, Woodbridge is sending in Curtis Nesbitt.
4:30 left in the game.
Woodbridge fighting to keep that alive, but they can't get the shot.
Jump ball. A lot of hustling going on.
A lot of hustle. These guys are scrapping. Nobody's giving anything up easy. You're not going to get anything easy here. This is where you got to dig down. The season's on the line here.
Yeah, right.
They're both eliminated from their county tournaments, so this is all they have left. Opening round, this is the kind of game you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Good defense by Rotowski and Blaine on that. Nesbitt in the corner.
Woodbridge is trying to balance out that floor a little. Here goes Glover. He gets the ball over to Keyshawn Henry, and he hits a rare three-pointer.
Yeah.
He's usually a drive and dish or a little scoop layup type of a player, and hasn't been a real strong outside shooter, but that was a clutch shot.
Nothing but that, yeah. Excellent. Game's all tied up, 44-44. Got a 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Okay, we're back with how much left? 3:32 in the game. Westfield Blue Devils inbounding the ball. We're all tied up at 44, and you can feel the tension in the gym right now.
You with the band here? I don't know if we're at a football game, a basketball game, but it's great. This is an intense matchup.
It's like a
here.
college atmosphere.
And LaCourte,
that's his first three-point attempt, I think, in the second half.
Yeah, he fell short. The defense that Blaine is putting on him is paying off for Woodbridge.
Woodbridge spread out now, covering the whole floor.
It's an important possession here. And a nice pass, but the block came from behind from Dylan Jackson of Westfield.
Big number 21, Chris Wagner back in the game for Jeffrey Gagnon. Right underneath.
Qasim Glover muscles his way in. It's the one pass you don't want to give up.
Yeah, right under the basket. Right. Under 3 minutes to play now. Barron's up by 2. Every possession counts, right, Kyle?
Especially, and when you're up by 2 against Westfield, we know they got a couple of players that can pull the trigger from three-point land. So here goes one, just as we talked about it. And Marshall Robinson drains a 3. Sophomore.
Yeah, he's got a couple this half.
47-46 Westfield. Woodbridge possession.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
You taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Okay, we're back with 2:30 in the fourth quarter. Woodbridge up 46-47.
This is a classic opening round.
I'm sorry,
State
Woodbridge
tournament.
down 47-46. I said that wrong. I'm sorry.
Henry throws the ball out of bounds, looking for Blaine, but so Woodbridge is going to come out and put a little pressure on, try to get a convert. And the foul from behind, and Westfield's Chris Wagner has the opportunity for a three-point play to send the game to 50-46. Right now it's 49-46 with Wagner at the line.
Yeah, Glover having some words, asking the official, what did he do?
Well, you know, nobody's ever guilty of a foul, but it was a little shove in the back from what I saw from here, but Woodbridge's going to have to make sure that they convert on this possession.
4-point lead for the Blue Devils.
There goes Nesbitt with a floater. Oh, missed shot and a transition opportunity. Qasim Glover gets the layup. A minute 34, they're down 2, and Coach Yellow calls a timeout.
All right, we'll see what kind of defense they come out in. You can feel the intensity in the gym now. Not a real big crowd, but they're active. They're
exciting. I'm nervous for them right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the kind of season Woodbridge has had, hate to see an early exit. They're, I believe they're 18-5 or 19-5 right now.
Yeah, Coach Yellow said, I believe, 19-5.
Yeah, 19-5 with that win over Heightstown, yes. And they deserve to go to that next round, but Westfield's going to make them earn it.
Yeah, I think it goes back to what you were saying before with Union County and Middlesex. Union County basketball, you know, there's a real deal there. So these guys are banging with teams like Woodbridge, you know, on a regular basis.
That's right. That's right. They see this kind of competition. They come in as an 11 seed, you said?
12.
A 12 seed?
Yeah, 12 against 5.
And here they are. It is an testament to the Union County style of basketball.
Absolutely. 1:34 left in the game. Here we go.
Let's go.
Blue Devils up 50-48.
Here comes the trap. They break the zone, they break the press, and they're gonna work for a shot. They're gonna take the air out of the ball a little bit.
They're not rushing, that's for sure. They got the
4-point lead.
They are looking for the open shot.
Got called for a double dribble.
Wow.
Sophomore drills a 3 a few minutes ago, but then he makes a sophomore mistake. You know, you can't have that. That's an unforced error, and you can't have that right now. But the advantage goes to Woodbridge. So let's see if it pays off.
We got a 2-point game with a minute to go, folks. Put your seatbelts on. Here we go.
They're going to work the perimeter passes. Ball stays with Woodbridge. It was tipped out of bounds. Under a minute remaining, down 2 points. Very important possession here for Woodbridge.
A lot of talking going out on the court now. Woodbridge bench chanting defense.
Woodbridge really wants to make sure they get a good open look if they take a long-range shot, but I'd like to see them get a shot off and not settle for one shot, because we're not playing for overtime.
No, we got it.
There's a 3, it doesn't go. Witowski, and he gets caught, he gets the basket and the block. He goes to the line with the potential opportunity to go ahead.
Big play, big play. And the big fella takes the game in his own hands.
Yeah, I mean, this woke up the Woodbridge crowd here. They tied the game up. It was looking kind of bleak with 28 seconds left. They couldn't find a shot. They were tentative on taking a long-range shot. Worked out for them. Let's see if the free throw puts them ahead. And it does.
Nothing but net. Nothing but net. 12 seconds, here we go.
You just can't okay, good timeout. 10 seconds remaining. Woodbridge ahead, 51-50.
You've got a full timeout here.
So do you try to come out with an inbound play intent to score, or do you come out and set up your offense and get an isolation for your shooter LaCourt?
Yeah, it's a tough call. It's also going to depend on how Woodbridge comes out, too. You know, if they're matched up or back in the zone, I wouldn't be surprised if he's giving them 2 scenarios.
Both teams have 1 timeout left each. So, you know, you probably get, I personally think they're going to try to get an open look for LaCourt and get the ball in his hands. He's a senior, very good shooter. Hasn't hit one in a while, so he's due.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's a credit to Blaine. Poor Blaine fit on him like a glove.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm sure Coach G's over there working something out for the Woodbridge defense. If they could just get this one stop here, we're going on to the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you, it was the Barons defense that really kept them in the game so far. And be nice to see him win with that defense.
Absolutely. Here we go. They're not playing on the ball. There's no defense on the ball. Ball gets over to McDaniel. The clock starts ticking. We're under 5 seconds. And there's the shot for LaCourt. It doesn't go. Woodbridge holds it and they win.
All right, Barons win. The Barons win.
We thought they might go to LaCourt on that, and they did. Woodbridge
back.
pulls it out. The defense paid off.
Yep. Well, congratulations to Coach Cielo and the Barons for hanging in there. It was a very good game.
The students wanted to storm the court, but the athletic department was right there waiting for them to keep them off the court, let these players shake hands, because it's both teams deserve that respect from one another to shake hands, and Woodbridge should enjoy this victory.
Absolutely, absolutely. Principal Lockman out there, high-fiving the team. Excellent job. Good sportsmanship, as you said, by both teams, and a well-earned victory for the Barons. Kyle, thanks for bailing me out. Good to spend time with you.
Always great to spend time with you, Greg.
Thank you to our crew, right? Our TV35 crew doing a great job.
That's right.
And there you have it with the final score. Barons 51, Westfield 50. Great game. And we'll see you the next time.
All right, we're here with three of the seniors from the Woodbridge Barons as they closed out their first round victory over Westfield, 51-50. Right next to me is Harry Ratowski. Harry, I asked while we were off there if you guys knew that ball was going to go to LaCourt for the last shot.
Absolutely. Every time, when a game comes down to it, and a kid's hot or a kid's shooting, he's a shooter on the team, it's always going to him for the last shot.
Now, Greg had pointed out some defense on the court. Greg?
Yeah, I think Hura did an excellent job. I noticed it in the whole second half. I said to him before we came on the air, he couldn't breathe, let alone shoot. So was that the strategy for you on him in the second half?
Yeah, I guard all the best players in each team, and coaches don't give him any room. He's a great shooter, great player. Just give it all on him.
Well, you did an excellent job. Congratulations.
Hey, Scooby, you got the ball out here. It's uncharacteristic of you for a long-range shot, right? Yeah. That three-point shot was clutch at the time. Were you thinking to take that three?
Yeah, I was. I knew once I forgot who drove it in, but I knew once they collapsed on him, I knew I was going to be wide open, so I had to take it.
It was a clutch shot. Typically, I was telling Greg, your game is usually drive and dish or drive and scoop up for the layup. So that was a fantastic play there. Hey, going forward, who's your next opponent?
Either
Milburn or Union.
Milburn or Union. And what would you say? We were pointing something out about the style of play in Union County basketball. Here comes a 12 seed comes in. And, Union County has a lot of teams, Linden, Roselle Catholic. So here you are again, about to face another Union County team. Is there anything that you have to plan for when you're playing these teams that are very well battle-tested?
Well, no matter what the seed is, they're always going to come out hard and play hard, and always good coaching. They're always fundamental. So.
Right, let me ask you one final question. Right around, I think, 22nd mark, you guys had a timeout and you came out. Mr. Anderson and I were saying, oh boy, we're looking for the shot. What was the strategy in that last 20 seconds? You were looking for an open shot. I know you wound up getting it, but what was the strategy at the closing part of the game? You were spread out. What were you looking to do?
So working around, get an open shot, but thank God we have Harry. So.
Yeah, took it in charge. Well, listen, outstanding game to watch. You guys were very exciting. Your defense was tenacious, and we're real proud of you. Congratulations.
Good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
All right.
Good job, you guys. Congrats.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Well, Greg. Hey.
Here we go. Yeah.
Three of the top players at Woodbridge High School. They're not only fantastic players, but they're also gentlemen, and we look forward to rooting for these guys in the next round.
Absolutely. It was fun to spend some time with an old Mustang. Two Mustangs doing a Barons basketball game. Good. Good night, everybody. We'll see you again.